Guys, intro music.
Hello, welcome to Male Pattern Gaming's live podcast from the Sci-Fi on the Rock in Holiday Inn, April 25th, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I got the date right. It's awesome.
All day.
Yep.
Yeah, episode 54.
Yep.
Yep, and if you didn't know already, 54, 4 years, is it 54 we got
54
there?
episodes,
Yeah, in
4
4
years.
years.
I think it's 5 years.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Who knows? Who knows?
Well, there you go.
Nobody knows.
That's pretty good. We're
So,
really on top of it.
Do you want to prove that there's actually people in the room and make some noise of some sort?
Yeah. That happened.
Thank you.
People came in here. It was awesome. So to my left is Mr. Mark Shallow.
Hi, how are you?
To my right is Matthew Beverly.
Hello.
And I am Chad Bishop. And, we've been doing this for a while now.
5 years.
Yeah, exactly. We just said that. So there you go. We're really firing on all cylinders. And it's really, a fly by the seat of your pants type of podcast. Kind of.
Yeah.
Right? We did write some stuff. I can't read what you wrote there, but there's things we're going to
No,
talk
because
about.
this is my notes.
Yeah,
This is the
it's
extent
terrible.
of the notes
Yeah,
that we
it was
make. Do you want to show the audience?
Yeah,
No.
these are really
this is
detailed things.
every episode.
Behind the
It looks like that. So there's not much
People
involved
aren't
in
supposed
this.
to see that.
Well, we're peeling back the layers, man. This is how we work.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
So yeah, so
Can I ask a question? How many people have listened to the podcast before? Not as nobody.
that's-
Julia
cool.
raised her hand.
that's
Thank you.
that's fine.
Okay, good. Yeah.
No, it's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Our numbers will reflect that. So we're surprised. It's okay.
that's right. So yeah, usually we talk about video games. We usually do some beer tasting, but we can't do that here, which kind of sucks. But so it's video games, beer,
And cupcakes.
cupcakes
Yeah.
the last couple times.
Cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been orange cake. We've been
Orange
wanting
cake.
to replicate the feeling of orange cake, and it just hasn't happened.
No.
Orange cake is delicious.
You
Orange
guys,
cake is delicious.
show of hands. How many people have had orange cake?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
fond
orange cake out
memories
of a box.
And
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Oh, it's good times. Yeah, Duncan Hines orange cake.
Yeah.
Good times.
Amazing.
Actually, the last one we had was
Imported.
who's the Ace of Cakes guy?
It
Duff.
was the Target special, right? From the
Target
States.
special. Duff McKagan from Guns N' Roses. No, Duff, whoever the Ace of Cakes guy is.
Yeah,
Had it imported
Ace,
from a
Ace of
friend.
Cakes.
Yep.
Man, it was delicious. It was very
Nice.
moist. It was good times.
Yeah.
And then we had a lot of mouth noise on the podcast, so that was really
Yeah, 'cause
good.
we were
Because
eating.
really, what you want to do when you do a
chewing
podcast
gum
is
here
eat
now,
things,
Yeah.
and drink things, and have it sound really bad.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's probably why nobody's listening to the show.
Oh, we eat too much. Damn it. That's probably what it is too, guys.
People
terrible.
get the
We have a
option to listen to
reputation.
people eat or not listen to people eat. They'll always not listen to people eat.
It's true.
People always choose not to do that. So usually we talk about video games, and we usually have like a kind of a segue to get into that, but really we don't need that.
No?
Whatever.
Do you want to play the
Okay.
game theme
Yeah,
song?
we all played the same thing. Usually we don't. We
Yep.
usually talk about what we're playing at the time and just talk about it.
Yeah.
But we all played the same thing this time, and I think there's very differing opinions in this.
Hold on now. Can we
Wait.
play the game theme song?
Is there? Oh, gee.
Okay.
That's not a theme song, man.
Games.
Yeah. That soundboard has haunted us for 3 years,
Yeah.
and he's the one in control.
No, that's my high porn. That's a
Is
different
it?
one.
Yeah.
Okay. So we all had the idea to play
And-
Bloodborne.
Yeah, that's the one without the drum roll, right?
Don't forget, if anyone has a question,
Yeah, sure.
they can speak into the mic.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Just put your
Declan
hand
over
up,
there.
I'll hand you the mic.
Yeah, he's been a guest on a couple of our podcasts.
Yep.
And helping us out today. Thank you, Mr. Declan Flynn.
Declan
If anybody wants to
Flynn.
join in on the conversation, you can just raise your hand and get Declan to bring you the mic.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's our hype
Yes.
man.
So we had the idea to play Bloodborne, right? That was your idea.
It was my idea.
It was your idea.
Yep.
And I hate you for it. I absolutely despise you so much for
You're
it.
skipping ahead, though.
That's fine. Hey, what
Okay.
are you guys' thoughts about Bloodborne, guys?
All right.
It's
So
really fun.
Bloodborne for me, I've never
Wait,
been
no,
a fan
audience.
of...
Hold on,
Anybody
audience.
play Bloodborne?
Yeah, who's played Bloodborne?
No.
Oh, yeah?
One person.
Okay.
Okay, good,
Okay,
good.
I've never been a fan of the Soul series in that I've never actually played them, but the idea behind them never really appealed to me. It was the medieval sort of background and the difficulty level of it just wasn't something that I was ever interested in. But for whatever reason, when I saw Bloodborne, I liked the aesthetic of it. It reminded me a lot of Resident Evil 4. So I was a little conflicted when it came out. I kind of stalled on it for a few weeks. But eventually I thought, I'm going to give it a go.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't do it alone, so I got these guys to play it too.
I'm so excited that you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
You bought
story
the game
behind
for us,
it.
which was really nice.
Was that?
You bought the game for us, which was really
Yeah, I
nice.
still owe you for
You
that.
took all the risk out of it.
Yeah.
Spoiler,
That
you
didn't
didn't buy
happen.
the game for us.
We all.
So, Bev, what did you think?
I had played about 2 or 3 hours of Dark Souls before and then gave up. But not because I hated it, just because I thought I'll never be able to finish this.
He hated it. He doesn't want to say it because it's an unpopular opinion, but he hated it.
So, no, I played Bloodborne, and I took 3 hours to get past the first section of Yharnam City. Is it called Yharnam City?
Yep, Yharnam Central
So
is the first part. Yep.
In Bloodborne?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got past
know it
that
well.
door. Did you get past the part where the guy's knocking on the door, Chet?
What guy's knocking on the door?
There's a guy
In
knocking on the
Yharnam,
door.
like around that.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I got right past the door.
Yeah.
That was the farthest I ever got in 3 hours. And then I died.
Uh-huh.
So I should be, I should be devastated, right?
Yes.
And it took me, I'm going to say, 17, 18 tries to get there. And then after I died, I was motivated just to pick it up and keep going. I felt like
so good.
I got the bite. I got the,
It
I
hooked
figured
you.
it out. Yep.
Yeah.
Got the hook.
So, how much progress did you make? Did you?
Probably 0, because
okay.
I had to go back to that first lamppost.
Oh, so
you
you're
haven't even found the
still
second
doing
one.
that?
Yep.
Okay.
After I died, I was
All right.
all like,
Aww.
so,
Wow.
boo.
That
Yeah, so I
pays for
made it a bit
itself.
further. I've killed the second boss, and
What?
yeah,
Wow.
which is apparently a really difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
So I feel good about that. You know,
Yep.
it was a very. I had a really physical reaction to playing the game, and during the boss fights, my heart was beating out of my chest, and it was something that hasn't happened to me in a really long time.
Okay.
Which is it's fun because it is really difficult, and you have the chance of dying is so easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even if you think you're doing well, like you always have to keep your attention, you know.
But that's how it gets you, though, because when you think you're doing well, then it kills you.
Yes.
Yeah, don't get too cocky.
No, it's just that you fail, right? It's not that the game.
Actually, no, it says you
The
die.
game is not out to get you.
Yep.
Maybe.
Maybe
not,
Hey,
sir.
it
I
could
don't
be.
know.
It is.
I don't know.
That's how they get you, by trying to get you.
They get you.
Holy shit.
For the
That's
record,
profound.
for no one here who's heard the podcast, we have 0 insider news about anything. So we just kind of talk about games that
Spoilers.
we're playing
Yeah.
and just kind of go
Yeah.
along with it. So
there are no news.
there's no big scoops, except for that Kojima head transplant guy conspiracy. Did you guys hear about that? Metal Gear Solid 5? Pretty great.
That's
Anyways,
weird.
sorry, I'm off track. This is what we're talking about.
So, babe, how do you feel about that? Do you think that that's a big publicity stunt?
I don't know, because he's not a Russian doctor, he's a
Yep.
Italian doctor
Yeah, he's Italian.
who
See, I read Metal Gear Solid and I just tap out.
who here likes Metal Gear Solid? Come on. Dude knows what's up.
Yeah.
So Metal Gear Solid, there's a new conspiracy now where there's an Italian doctor who says he's ready to do the world's first head transplant. And I think he started saying this about 2 years ago or something, if I know the story right, which I don't.
Yep.
And this whole conspiracy is that this doctor is in the trailer for The Phantom Pain, Metal Gear Solid 5. And people are wondering now if this guy's a doctor at all, and this has been a 10-year viral marketing campaign by Kojima and Metal Gear Solid 5, and that he's not actually a real doctor, but this is all just kind of built
Yeah,
up to.
and there's also
to that.
people that are crazy.
There are also people that are crazy. No,
So-
understood.
Yeah.
So,
So-
Kojima found this 50-year-old man and
Yep.
said, like, you should be a doctor and do decades of research and
Yep.
write hundreds of papers and publish
Yep.
in medical journals for 15 years.
Yep.
That
I think
can
it's like
happen.
no, I think it's
In
yeah, I think it's like
anticipation
10
for
years
this
from
video
now.
game.
game that's coming out.
Yeah.
Now he did a TED talk in some city or country, and when
It
it's
must be
TED
true.
and
It makes
that,
it legit.
It must
I know
be
it is.
true.
It is. And
Yeah.
that's what's the name for a thing where you rearrange letters and it's another word? Anagram.
Anagram.
Yep.
Yep.
It's TED, and then the name of this place is an anagram for solid metals,
Oh, Jesus. That's stretching, isn't it?
guys.
No.
And he just wrote a paper
Yeah.
on this thing called Gemini.
Yeah.
And this paper was written like 2 days after Metal Gear Solid 5 was announced. There's something to do with Gemini in there. Mm-hmm. And I mean, huge.
Wow. I'm a Gemini. Am I involved?
You
Probably.
are Metal
I'm
Gear Solid
totally
5.
involved. Holy crap.
So
Yes. Yes, I
he
am.
needs one.
Am I right?
Ouch. Ouch. Guys.
So
remember-
Bev,
Do you remember New Coke?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so the big scandal, they brought out
Oh,
New
yes,
Coke,
yes.
and everyone wanted Old Coke
Yep.
because New Coke was so bad. And the sales of Old Coke went through the roof.
That's right.
And I think the CEO of Coke probably got fired for New Coke.
Yep.
But he was asked years later, was it a scam? And he said that he wasn't he wasn't stupid enough to launch New Coke thinking it would be a failure, but he wasn't smart enough to launch New Coke thinking it would make Old Coke a success.
Yep.
So sometimes things are not as conspiratorial as we think.
I think it is, sir.
You're buying into this.
But
Yeah,
wasn't
you're down the
the
rabbit hole,
controversy
man.
that when Old Coke came back after New Coke, they changed the recipe so that it was cheaper to make? Isn't that the controversy? They brought in New Coke, and then they brought back Old Coke.
They took the
cheaper.
cocaine out. That's what happened.
true.
Yeah, there you
This
go.
was in
So,
the 1920s.
What are your thoughts on 9/11?
I don't want to talk about that.
that has been redacted.
The moon landing,
yeah,
did that happen?
It was a soundstage.
It's a stretch because there have been some of these Andy Kaufman conspiracies that admittedly I've kind of gotten wrapped up in over the years.
Oh, yes.
But
I remember when you were really into Chinese democracy.
that wasn't a
Guns N'
conspiracy.
Roses
That was a
album.
real album. Rehad and the Bedouins or whatever that song is. It's a great song.
Okay.
It's number 4 on the CD. Anyways,
Show of
I
hands,
think this
how
is
many people own that album?
Who owns Chinese Democracy?
Good.
No one.
Awesome.
That's 2 GNR references because we said Duff McKagan earlier.
Did we?
Wow. Well, geez. Can we change it to a Guns N' Roses podcast? We're not going to talk about games
I'm
anymore.
out.
You're done.
Yeah.
So you guys, you have gotten as far as you haven't beat the first boss in
Past that knocking door.
past the knocking
Did
door.
you find?
so
you
there
didn't
was
even find the first boss. yet.
anybody doesn't know the knocking door.
I thought that guy
So you
was...
haven't found the second lantern yet.
No, I haven't found the second lantern yet. I hadn't played
just
a
to
lot.
tell everybody, that second lantern is about 40 minutes away from the beginning of the
You could
the
run
first
to
lantern.
it in 13 seconds.
Do you have to go
yes.
past that door, or do you have to go somewhere else?
You go through the main gate that you come out first, and then it's to your right, and then to your left, up a ladder.
40
No,
minutes.
I'm there.
I was
Okay.
going to say,
Yeah, no,
you
I'm
die
I'm at that
40 minutes.
No,
40
I-
minutes.
That's the other
went-
thing about this game. Like, there's no map in it, but you have to learn the terrain, and you
Yeah.
have to
Lay
build
of
a
the
map in
land.
your head, and that's part of the fun of it.
Is it?
Well,
Okay.
the debate's going to start in a second.
Can,
but
Are we still not into it yet?
so I said, yeah, Mark. I've been,
Okay, let's just get it.
I've been meaning to play, these types of games for a while, and I like a challenge. You know,
yeah, you've heard about the Souls games.
I've heard about them. And
know?
I thought maybe it could be for me. I don't know.
Yeah. How do you
And-
feel about medieval
Bunk
type
heads up.
settings? Is that your thing?
I do like my Dragon Age, and
Yeah.
and I like Skyrim and things like that. So I do
Bionic
like
Commando.
medieval things. Bionic Commando's totally medieval, yeah. Yeah. So I thought, this might be a good idea to get into this. This might be something I'd be into.
Of course.
Yes. So I'm.
You're saying that one of my ideas was good.
Oh, totally! It was the best.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then we went
With
out and
you.
bought it.
Yeah.
we had to all shell out that $70 to buy.
Do you
this
guys
game.
get it digital or on disc?
I got it on disc because I knew if I didn't like it, I could trade it in. But yeah, I alleviated some of the risk. Anyway, I started playing it. I think I might have put in about 8 hours at this point. I'm at that exact same lantern as you're in. Like the
On the
first
top of
one
the
in the
ladder?
game. About the first part of the game, you fight a dog. This
a
dog
werewolf.
thing, this werewolf thing
Yeah.
in a lab. It doesn't tell you how to equip a weapon. There's no talk of it. Like there's all these notes on the ground. Nobody tells you how to do it.
You know what? Super
I was
Mario
fighting
Brothers
with my
didn't tell you
bare
how to
hands.
jump.
What?
I said Super Mario Brothers didn't tell you to jump. We figured that out.
It's
Same
one
thing.
button. Yeah. Let's just talk about the convoluted way that this game is set up.
So
you
basically,
pull up a menu.
you're telling me that I'm smarter than you.
Yes.
Awesome.
This is a real
Well, I
litmus
knew that,
test for
but
like CSIS or something.
Yeah.
Who could be in CSIS?
Yeah.
Who could be in...
It's weeding out people. Yeah.
It's weeding out me. Really.
The expendable people, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That must be it.
And then
But
you're in the
I-
Expendables.
I was fighting that thing with my bare hands for about 2 hours. For real.
Okay.
And then I was like,
We're painting a picture here.
Yeah,
I got it.
So how
Yeah.
how do you do this? And then I happened to pull up the menu where it shows all the stuff that you have, and it had an equip box.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well if I hit this button, I go into inventory.
So wait a
How
minute.
come I can't equip from the inventory? So
You're
I-
playing a video game.
Yeah. So you'd expect to go
you
in and equip something from an inventory.
But you also
like
started,
you would.
You started pressing buttons.
I did.
Yeah.
I pressed lots of buttons.
The
and then
wrong
I went,
ones.
hey, look, I got an axe. How awesome. Okay, great.
That's crazy. Like,
That's
you guys pick
amazing.
that
Games
axe?
pair.
games never do that.
Or that switchblade thing?
I picked that
The
damn
sock,
axe
the
because I was
sock lever is
Sock lever?
Yeah.
Or with the axe?
axe, man.
I have both now because I'm really good.
Maybe that's why we're dying because we have the axes.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's possible.
So anyway, I finally
You get
killed that
the
dog.
two-handed axe?
Yeah, you hit L2
then you-
and it turns into a big two-handed axe.
Oh, yeah.
It was at
Then
the
you,
point.
then you don't have your firearm.
If it's long, yeah.
Awesome.
It was at that point where when I was playing it, Raven would come out, my 14-year-old daughter,
Yep.
and I I was playing that dog for about 2 hours, like for real.
With no weapons.
With no weapons. And she's like, are you still playing
But
that
did you
game?
buy the weapon?
Are you still... Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you must have
But
known
I
there must
had
have been
it,
something
But I was
where...
like, maybe I got to get to a different level in order to use it.
Okay.
Like, I thought it was a level-based equipping thing.
Yep.
And it was just throwing me into the fray, like, because it's a notoriously difficult game, right? So you're like, Jesus, this is the first thing? This sucks.
So how did you figure it out?
I pulled up this stupid map thing that shows all your inventory, and then I clicked on a tile that was on it, and then it said, like... And then it went into my inventory, and then I could equip it. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
No, it seems pretty normal.
No, that's not the dumbest thing.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Like, that sounds like
An
something
inventory
that's
where you
happened
select
many
the weapon?
times. You know.
No, because you have an inventory screen where you should be able to equip that weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We make fun of each other a lot.
Anyway,
friends.
whatever.
It's
I
all
got
good
to that
fun.
first lantern.
Yeah,
Totally
you did.
fine. I played about 5
You
hours.
went up that ladder.
I went up that ladder.
So how'd you figure out how to
Kill those
drop
two
the
guys
ladder?
on the end before you go up the
What?
ladder?
How'd you figure out how to drop the ladder?
To drop the ladder.
Yeah, there's a lever. You have to drop the ladder.
How'd you know to pull that lever?
I think I don't know. I can't even remember doing that.
I'm just nervous.
It
about
just was like it just came second nature at that
You
point.
might have dropped the controller on the
I was-
ground
I
and
was
it hit the
feeling
button
game.
that drops the lever. and you were like, oh, there it is. You're throwing the controller around the room the whole time. You're like, this is how we play Bloodborne.
Listen, there was a point where I almost snapped the controller in two. Anyway, I've been
I, think,
playing.
I don't want to be insulting, but I think that
Yes, you do.
You always do.
I think my 13-month-old daughter would be able to figure that out.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
She's really good
Well,
at
maybe
games.
it ain't for me, yo. Ain't for me.
Is it answer for babies?
This game is for babies, okay? And I had no time for it.
It's not for babies, or it's for babies.
It's for babies.
I don't.
So you're
okay.
good at it.
Cool.
No,
Being a
I
baby's
got to the
pretty
first
cool.
lantern. I went through there's about 30 villagers in this area that you're talking about. Where
Around
there's
the
a knock on the
bonfire.
door, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
every villager can kill you. It doesn't matter. Like if you don't dodge at the right time, or you get too carried away with your swings and stuff, because you can't cancel a swing.
Or you get stupid.
Or you get but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Like
Yeah.
if I die in that particular area, it seems like it's usually my fault, except for when dogs and guys with pitchforks can get you through walls. That's pretty fun. Like bad game
Super
design.
Mario Brothers level 1-1 first Goomba kills you if you don't do the right thing.
You son of a bitch.
Heads up. You got to jump.
Pro tip.
Pro tip. Jump.
Jump.
There's no specter on the ground in Super Mario that says tip, jump. Those little notes on the ground.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Did you guys leave any
The
notes?
trick is you just have to press all the buttons.
all of them at the same time,
Yeah.
smash them?
No,
It's like
not
a
at the same
wrestling
time,
game.
but one at a
like a
time.
wrestling
So you know what they do.
Oh, man, maybe I'll try it again.
No, but you talk about the going through walls thing.
Going through walls, yeah,
but
that
you can
was
also
brutal.
hit them through the walls too.
You use it to your
So it's-
advantage.
it's
But
fair
is
game.
that
Not through
good?
walls. Not through walls.
I find that janky as hell.
Not through
Come
walls.
on. That's
Through doorways and things like that.
jank.
We did that in
Jeez.
GoldenEye. If you had explosives, you could shoot the ceiling and it killed the people that are above on the floor.
No, that was just,
We
that
didn't
was all
complain
fun.
then.
No.
Didn't tell us how to shoot rocket launchers then.
Peace out. Yeah. I don't know, man. I got to the first boss. Anyway, I'll talk. I got.
So
that
you got
far.
further than Bev.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
The cleric beast. And
Jeez.
So is Bev
All this time
is
I'm
Bev
talking this
stupid
big
now, or are
game.
you stupid?
I
Am I
thought-
stupid for liking it?
I got through that particular section with all the guys and the knock on the door and the big orc, all that stuff. And there's a way that you can open up a door to make a shortcut.
Yep.
Yeah. So it was great. So I
you
was
got the
able to
shortcut.
bypass all of that crap, but it took me about 5 hours to get there to
Yep.
bypass all that crap. So
And it
I
was
can
good-
go
good
straight to
time
the
doing it,
boss right away
Mm-hmm.
in like 5 minutes. That said, that boss is ridiculous. It's got this giant arm that's like fur and that can like take you out, and this other one that's smaller. So I'm assuming by looking at him, I can roll out of the way of the smaller arm, right?
Sure.
It doesn't have as much reach.
Yep.
But when I do that, the camera goes nuts, and it's like freaking out and underneath the ground, and like I'm trying to fight the guy, and the lock-on system screws up, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight this game. Fuck this game.
The lock-on system is that you can't use, when you're locked on, you can use the R trigger to look around. That's a pro tip for reals. Because you can't, like, once you lock on,
Yep.
moving it only locks you onto a different
another
person.
target. Yeah,
So-
of course. But this giant dude who's like 7 times your size is coming towards you. You haven't been there yet.
No.
So
what do I know?
Because you suck. But yeah, you dash out of the way on the left hand side, so that brings you around the guy. So you're like, okay, now I can get him from behind.
Yep.
No problem.
Yep.
And the animations are pretty like exaggerated, so you know when he's going to sweep
Yep.
and stuff. And but when I'm there, I can't.
Did you stun him and do a visceral attack?
What?
See?
I know
See what I'm
nothing.
saying?
Yeah. I'm like Jon Snow. I know nothing. Yeah.
You got to explain everything.
Who
to
likes
you.
Game of Thrones? Yes.
Fans, yay.
So that's my experience with Bloodborne. After about the 15th time of fighting this dude, I said, I'm having no fun. Like, video games,
You know what you should have
playing
said?
it.
Talk to Mark, and he'll tell you to stun him and do a visceral attack.
Listen, I even went down the whole of like watching YouTube videos to figure out how to do this, and I was like, I don't even want to do this. Why am I doing this? Why am I putting myself through this torture?
I don't. Maybe it's not for you.
Because
It isn't for me.
It's-
So
No.
I
They
took
say
it out.
it's for babies.
I took it out of my PS4 and I laid it down. I said, "Fuck that game." And then I wrote on our message board, "Fuck Bloodborne. Seriously, fuck that game." And that was it. That's how we did
So
it.
you'll be a failure for life.
Well, yeah. If that's what equates me to a failure for life, I'm willing to take that title, man.
But you know what? Sony still got your money, so Sony was all like, that's what they had to say about that.
That's what they said. Yeah, I know. That's what they did. Actually, I remember when I bought it, they were just like, we got it. We got him, guys.
We got him.
Yeah, we got your money.
No, they were like, this guy's going to have some fun. This guy's going to enjoy himself for like a
This
month.
guy's going to cancel lots of weekend plans for
Yeah.
us.
Yep. And I
Play
said,
Bloodborne. And then you're like, my weekend plans are all back on. I can go out again.
I'm done. Yeah. So
Takes your social calendar out of the trash and wipes it off.
Wait, who
It's a bag
uses
on the
like
wall.
an actual like?
I have a social calendar.
Do you really?
Yep.
Wow. He's
don't.
more organized than we thought. But why the fuck do we do this?
I don't know.
Oh God. Okay.
This is the way we've done it.
That's the way we've done it.
Yep.
Yeah, it ain't changing.
No. So for the one person in the audience who played it, what do you think? Do you think that Chad is right?
I can see like that. Like I can see some people probably have that idea of like, oh my god, what the hell? Like go and just like
Yep.
just go.
Yes.
But like it's one
It
of those
does have a
games,
big
like,
what
if
the,
you,
you
if
know.
you learn like a pattern, you can kind of be like, okay, I'm still in the kind of mindset of the game. But then sometimes if you get like, I think if you get enraged enough, you can end up being like, okay, so like this guy is right there. Take that guy, take that dude out.
Yep.
Then roll over to him, throw friggin' Molotov.
It's all
Molotov
about a
cocktails,
pattern.
be
Like, you got it, right?
Yeah.
Or use the pebbles.
Exactly. Yep.
Or use pebbles and just like run
I've never
upstairs.
used the pebbles.
Punk.
Are the pebbles?
Never use the
thing?
pebbles. Do you use the pebbles?
I use the pebbles. I'll be like going down the stairs and just be like, run up the stairs, let
Yep.
them throw shit. They just do like,
Yeah, and then you can kill him through a doorway.
Damn it!
That's the biggest. I think the biggest.
So like you
great
thought
thing-
that was a bad thing? It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. So the killing through doorways,
So if-
killing through walls is totally fine.
If you were smart, you would have used that to your
I
advantage.
feel like I'm not going to fight bad design. All right.
So would you say your pro tip is use pebbles and have a pattern?
Probably.
Because that
Yeah,
is
learn
key,
a pattern,
right?
yeah.
You can't rush it. You need to have a pattern. You
do.
take your time. And
I understand that. Doesn't make me like it anymore.
All right, so my next question for you would be, you played a bunch of games. You talked about it on the podcast
Yep.
that would be considered trial by death type games. You got Limbo,
Yep.
maybe Super Meat Boy, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Which you're expected to die, and dying
Hello,
is the
man.
only way you're going to learn how to play the game.
But those games are
This is-
super quick.
Bloodborne
Like when you
is
die.
very similar to that.
No, it's not.
It is. Like you,
If you
you're
strung
expected-
every Meat Boy level together and then expect you to get through the whole thing, that's Bloodborne.
No, like once you unlock a shortcut, you can get back to where you were very, very quickly. And there's also benefits. Every item that you get, you keep. You have the experience of knowing of the area
You just
where
learn.
the
Just learn
enemies
it, man.
are.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's like
That's what I thought.
so. Like, what's the difference between Bloodborne and all these other trial by death games?
Because it doesn't send you back 40 minutes. That's why.
40 minutes is a
40
is a
minutes?
stretch.
40 minutes. No, that wasn't a stretch for me, man. 40 minutes. And I was like, man, I'm done with this crap. Yeah.
We have a
Yeah,
comment over here.
I find the thing about challenging games is that there's sort of a step of process to it. At first, you get to the boss, and it's super frustrating, and it's this game. Eventually, you get to a pattern, and you start to see what's happening.
That's right.
You get a little more understanding. Then you totally know what's going on, but you're still dying for some reason, and it's fuck this game again. And then
Yep.
when you beat the boss, you get that awesome sensation that I accomplished it. I got
Right.
through
Yep.
this.
Yep.
Oh, I totally
You
understand.
got to get
it.
over that hump and get the satisfaction.
I think the problem
You're
I'm
just still
having
in the-
is this particular boss that I'm facing right now is I feel like the game is putting stuff on me, like as I said, the camera wigging out and like the lock-on system not working out, and I'm just feeling like I'm fighting like this mechanic that just isn't working.
I think you're just
Like-
trying to find an excuse.
There's a lot of
Maybe.
excuses.
Yeah, all you're hearing are excuses.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah.
maybe have a funny sound to play.
but
That's a nose blown.
is that what that is? Great.
Okay.
But I think that's the problem for me. I don't mind a hard game. I played a lot of them,
Yeah.
and I enjoy it. I get that feeling when you finish it. It's awesome. It feels great. But this
Bloodborne
one
has that. It has that crack.
I haven't done it yet because I
that
hate
crack
it so
feeling
much.
when you achieve something that you failed at for so many times. You get that sort of
Yeah, I'm sure
rush
you've done
of
it.
adrenaline. You know that
Accomplishment,
Yeah,
satisfaction.
it's like you're better than you were.
You did it.
Right
I'm
now,
gonna go home and play
right
Bloodborne.
now,
I know it.
You didn't do it, so you need to
God.
go home and just do it.
I'm gonna go home and do it, guys.
Once you get that first satisfaction rush, I think you'll be okay. Because I
Okay.
was kind of
You're not even there yet.
I'm
Don't even
not
talk
even
about
there
it. You
yet.
haven't played anything.
I didn't even get to the door, but after I got past the door, I felt pretty good. And then that ogre guy got me, and then
The ogre guy's easy.
my social calendar said,
See?
like, you got to go out.
See,
He never killed me once.
So for those who haven't listened to the podcast, it's about 2 hours long and it takes about 4 hours to record. And you can now figure out why.
Yeah. So moving on from Bloodborne, then.
okay. So, like a show of hands, who is more likely to play Bloodborne now than before? The ones that haven't played it. Nobody. All right, Chad, you win.
Have
you
you
win.
finished
I
Bloodborne
won.
yet?
I'm happy. Yeah.
Have you finished it yet, or? Okay. Has anyone finished Bloodborne? No.
No Bloodborne.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you're missing out. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's what he says.
All right,
I
so-
say you're not at all.
Bev, we're
Have
gonna
you
talk.
finished it yet?
No,
Okay.
I'm still loving it.
Yeah.
Now we're going to talk about a really new game that's
Oh yeah, it's sweeping
Bev
the
and I are
nation.
playing.
Yeah.
Persona 3 Portable, right?
Who here likes Persona games?
Yeah.
Oh man.
All
guys.
right.
Okay, because
like-
usually on this particular, like, I'm going to do it right now.
guys,
I'm going to
guess
get
what?
something to drink.
Guess who doesn't like Persona games?
Oh, he's mad. He's
He's all full of energy,
He
but
just
he
got
doesn't
up
like
and left
stuff.
for the people listening.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
So, Ben, where are you? What's the status?
So currently, I'm at floor 243 of the Tartarus.
Holy crap.
I know. So I'm
Yeah.
about to face one of the last, or no, but the next boss in that last part of the Tartarus. Who here played actually Persona 3 or Persona 3 Portable? Okay, gentlemen.
Awesome.
So you played all of them? Holy
I played-
smokes!
Okay, so
You're the real deal.
Awesome.
What the fuck is up with Tartarus?
What's the deal with Tartarus?
That
These
is
guys keep giving me
crazy.
updates in our group chat.
It depends on what you mean by what's the deal with Tartarus.
Why are there 260 something? Oh, spoiler.
Is that how many it is?
Yeah.
So
Levels in that game. They really didn't need to be. Now, I haven't played the PS2 version of it, so I'm only playing the portable version, so I'm not sure if it's different, but it just
Is it
felt like
different?
way too many levels.
If I remember correctly, Portable, you get to be a girl.
yeah, you have a choice at the beginning. Yeah.
That's pretty much the only difference.
Okay.
And you can't
Okay.
walk around in real time in the school and stuff. Like you have that menu.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
just-
you can walk around and there's
No, but like in the school and like the town, like you're just like a cursor that kind of moves around.
yeah, and Portable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
And then-
kind of a bummer.
To get from place to place, you're just a cursor.
Yeah. I wasn't too big on the. I got spoiled by Persona 4 Golden when I can like walk around the school and.
Yeah, the only one I played was Persona 4 Golden, and these guys telling me to play it because they loved it so much, and I had to just sit through so much of them talking about it that I didn't understand. Like it's such a crazy game with so much. Like to listen to people talk about that game is completely
yeah,
insane.
it's
like,
ridiculous.
unless you
Like,
play it
yeah.
yourself. So then I played it,
Yeah.
and I enjoyed the story a hell of a lot, but it was just so much grinding. I hate grinding.
Oh, well, that's it. Tartarus is all grinding.
Yeah.
It's 260 levels of.
Yeah, I'm so happy I didn't jump on board that train.
How many levels do you go back in the Tartarus and redo to grind, or do you take
I
your
rarely
time
did
through every
any.
level?
I rarely did any.
Okay. Do you don't skip like if you see the stairs, will you go through every part before you go up again?
So the
Like, will you-
stairs when it's locked.
No, like when you see the stairs to go to the next level, will you go up the stairs or explore every part of that floor to get?
I usually
all the
try to
XP?
explore. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I rushed them a couple times, and then I'd get to a boss.
If you do
and
that,
get
you'll end
burned.
up under leveled. I think.
Yeah.
For the bosses, so you have to do the grinding through. You have to go through all the levels to be at the right level at the end. And like, if you don't need to put too much effort into grinding, I don't think to finish it. Yeah, it's not that,
The times when I
difficult.
took my time and did all that, I was fine when I got to those bosses.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'd say, the stairs are there. We'll just kind of go up and make this happen. It never happened.
Yeah.
I always got burned by it every time. Did you max out the social link with the gourmand guy?
Yep. I
The
did.
eating guy?
I did.
What you think of him?
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
It was Nothing at all, really.
Do you find the social links in this aren't as great?
Not at all.
What do you think about the social links in Persona 3 versus Persona 4? What had better?
Persona 4 had a lot better uses of the social links because you actually
Agreed.
got stuff out of doing it other than the fact that your personas got leveled up.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah.
If
Well,
you weren't
I enjoyed the stories and the characters in 4 a lot more. All the side characters in 3 are just really flat, and they don't have any development.
You don't like that dog?
The dog?
Koromaru?
Well, there's no social link with him, is there?
No, the dog's great, though. What do you get for walking the dog?
No, I just really like dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs, guys.
I'm a big fan.
Dogs, guys.
If you have a dog in a game, I'm in.
Yeah.
No, but what do you get for walking the dog? What do you get for walking the dog? Taking
What?
it out for the evening walks.
I never did that.
I never did that either.
In the evening, when you're in the dorm, you could talk to the dog. Oh, do you know?
What happens is every now and then you'll go out and you'll meet somebody that you've got in another social link. So you might be able to like bond a bit more with them, or sometimes you'll he'll like sniff something and go and find an item for you. But
Oh, really?
other than
There you
that,
go.
nothing else.
Excellent. Okay.
Okay.
See?
It's like going out at night. And
Maybe I played it wrong.
Who played Persona 3 Portable wrong?
oh, look, there you go.
Yeah.
Playing it wrong.
Yeah.
King of
Like I
Games
was-
over
No,
there.
it was good. Like I just compared to 4, it was bad compared to 4 in almost every way, or not as good, I should say.
No, not as good. I wouldn't
It's
say bad.
still, it was still a good game.
You
It's just
guys,
compared to 4,
this conversation, the running conversation in our group about what floor you're on is hilarious because like it's been running for about
4
4
months.
months and like 166, 123, and I'm like, are you guys not finished that thing yet? Holy crap! Like how long does it take?
I couldn't power through like Persona 4. Like that's why
Persona
it's been
4
so
wasn't a
long.
power through anyway. It was my entire summer last summer, like the entirety of it. I
like
got
a
my
pretty good
PS Vita on my birthday in June,
Yep.
and I played it until September. So like it's, and then that's all I played as well. Like so, I can only imagine if a game is longer than that. Wow.
Yeah. No, it's not really longer. I'm at floor 241 and I'm at 70 hours.
yeah,
Zoinks.
70 hours.
I found the better thing between Persona 4 and 3 is you had the option in Persona 4 to make all the characters do what you want, where in
Yes.
Persona 3,
Yeah.
only your main character could do what you wanted. I didn't really care about anybody else in my party because I was
Yes.
like, my character could do everything. You guys are just there because I can't not let you be there.
yeah, that's right.
Get the occasional heal or, they're kind of good to have around, but I see what you're saying.
Well, you get the occasional heal if you're lucky. Sometimes they'll use that wind attack that heals the enemy that you almost had dead. And you're like,
Yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah. What
Yeah,
the
and-
hell?
The AI is
That's terrible. Does
Not
that
as
actually
advanced.
happen?
In Persona 3, it does.
Oh God. What the
Can't
hell?
tell, just not do anything.
the
This
whole
is
reason,
like the opposite of a public service announcement.
The whole reason I wanted to play Persona 3 is because when Persona Q came out, I saw that those characters were integrated, and I thought, I have to go back and play it. 70 hours later, I finally started Persona Q.
Yep. Has anyone played that yet? Persona Q?
Is that the 3DS game?
It looked like way too different of a format from the other Persona games.
Yeah, you can have like 8 people in your party or something crazy like that.
5 to start with.
wow.
That's a lot.
Yep.
Is the dog in it?
You have
Love that dog.
You have a
got a dog
choice.
sound effect.
Okami, my
You
favorite
can
game.
play with the characters from Persona 4 or 3.
Sounds like you
That was
really
a
need
pig,
to
sorry.
play
that was
Okami.
like a
That's not a dog, sir.
That's not a dog.
I'm sorry, that is
Sorry.
not a dog.
It was an animal. on there.
rabbit, maybe.
Yeah, you have a choice. So, yeah.
Cujo.
You could play with the Persona 3 characters, and you could play with the dog, yeah.
So you're doing Persona 4 story. Because I only did like the first bit of the dungeon, then I went back and did Persona 3.
Yep.
So you can you choose Persona 3 characters if you do Persona 4 story, or are you just locked to Persona 4 characters?
Yeah, so far, it's just the Persona 4 characters. I'm not
I mean,
very
you had to
far.
play it twice. It's
Maybe. I'm
140
not sure how
hours.
it integrates. Maybe the intro is different, and then eventually they all kind of intertwine. I'm not sure.
Okay, top 3 characters from Persona 3 that you want to see in Persona Q. If you do a
they're all
Persona
in it.
4 story.
They're all in it?
No, but playable characters. Aegis? What's her name?
What's happening?
I
The
guess.
robot girl? Aegis?
I guess.
Aegis?
Yeah.
Koromaru.
Yeah.
One more.
Mitsuru.
Mitsuru.
I like Yukari.
Who? Yukari. She's totally great. She has a pierce attack. She has the bow.
Also the one
that's helpful.
that will more likely heal you than anyone else in your party that
Yeah.
you could have.
She's like...
She doesn't have a lot of damage points, though.
No, but she's
You need them damage points.
She is a
But
good
you need
healer.
her to heal you occasionally.
Yes. She's a good healer.
Yep.
Yep. That's how I use
She
it.
has on her resume.
There we
Good
go.
healer.
So
Good healer.
you can expect Persona Q talk on the podcast in future episodes. So, Bev, that's your plan too. Like you're gonna once you finish 3, you're gonna go to Persona Q.
I was thinking about doing Persona Arena first to cleanse my palate of
Yeah.
the mobile Persona thing.
Yeah, sure.
I was thinking about doing that and then Persona Q. Can I convince you to do that, or are you gone now?
I don't know. Maybe I might do both.
let's do it.
I might do both at the same time.
Whoa.
Don't be
Hold
crazy.
on, man.
Now, Persona Arena
Yikes.
has Persona 3 and Persona 4 characters in it as well. Yukari, your
Oh,
favorites,
yeah.
Well,
Junpei.
You got to do your homework, right?
They're all in that. So
My favorite. I know.
Yep.
Totally.
And Dancing All Night's coming out soon. That's the Vita game. So
Dancing
there we
All
go.
Night.
Dancing all night.
excited.
Yeah. So that's that. You guys played Mortal Kombat X.
We
You want
did.
to talk about that briefly?
Who has played Mortal Kombat X?
It's good times.
Say yay. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Julia has played Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. What did you think of it, Julia?
Oh, I thought it was really good, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's really good at katana?
It might be you.
Julia.
That would be me.
Julia's Bev's significant other.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's been Julie's dream to be on the show. You're on the show.
She was able to
It
do
finally
it.
happened. So let's talk about how upset we are the Striker's not in Mortal Kombat X.
You can talk about how upset you are that Striker's not
who's
in
Striker?
it.
Striker.
He's that cop guy that's really lame. He's always been lame.
There's
He's
only
like,
like- I only-
like he was like the worst like mocapped like actor too. He looked like he was from Lethal Enforcers or something. Like
Tattooed
just, like,
assassins.
Oh, totally ridiculous.
Yep.
Like his blue shirt. Like he didn't
Yeah.
even have a cop uniform. It was
He
like
was a
blue shirt
policeman.
and like slacks. It's
he was
not a cool character.
He was like the Village People.
He was like
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
I
Him
got
and Nightwolf got together and they.
So everyone's dressed in a crazy uniform.
Did anybody
and then
actually
Striker's
use that
dressed up
character?
like a cop, and
He
that's
did.
crazy. Striker's the best.
So, yeah, Mortal Kombat, the last one, I remember going over to your house and playing it.
Yep.
And he's like, Striker's the man. And I was like, Striker's not the man. Like, Scorpion's the man. Come on. Like, really, if you're going to be a character, you're going to be Scorpion. Come
He had
on.
a high and low
and then you know, he kicked my ass with this Striker guy.
He always does.
So that's the thing. Bev gets back from the edge of the screen and spams shooting attacks, like projectiles. So he found a new character called Eamon Black.
Aaron Black.
No.
Aaron Black.
Aaron Black? Aaron Black. Oh. Yeah.
He's the new Striker.
He's the new Striker because all he does is shoot stuff. Like that's it. He has a gun that shoots, and then he gets down on his the two attacks. It's a triple shot where he just shoots 3 times, and then the other shot. So Bev likes to do the 3 in a row, and then the crouching one once, so he can get
Yep.
you every way.
That's
If
the
they
worst,
didn't want you to
isn't
play
it?
that way,
I
they
mean,
wouldn't
come
put
on.
it in the game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
what else to tell you.
yeah, but him and Jax are a good
Yep.
matchup.
Him and Jax.
Jax's fatality. I just want to say I've done it on Aaron Black quite a few times.
It felt pretty good.
It was pretty
Doing
great.
it terribly.
He takes his arms and shoves them inside himself, so he's like a T-Rex. And then he rips his from here to here and puts a cigar out in his mouth.
Gross.
It's awesome.
But why?
Because he's badass.
That's
And he's got those cybernetic arms.
That's a terrible thing to
These
do.
people do to themselves. I mean,
Who thought of that?
why couldn't they just talk?
They're sickos.
No, seriously.
Those
Who
sick people.
sat in a room and said, "I got an idea,"
And they were like,
and that's
do
what,
it.
That's what they said.
Yeah, go
It's
with
not
it.
even the worst one.
It's not though.
What's
No.
the one with the spinning hat?
The spinning
where you
hat,
push-
Kung Lao's,
That's
yeah,
horrible.
where they he throws his hat on the ground and then throws the guy he's killing on the ground, and then actually it wouldn't be so bad if he just threw them into it and they got sawed up, but he throws them into it so they're right next to it, and then he puts his foot on them and starts pushing them into it, and it's good lord, it's the most
No, it is
grotesque,
rabid.
it makes me uneasy.
Yeah.
That one's bad, man.
Comic and cartoon violence, for the most part, I'm okay with. But I will say that, as an adult, I do have trouble. Legitimately, I do have trouble with some of the Mortal Kombat fatalities. I don't want to say it makes me sound like a,
Oh,
old man.
Dan's
if I say
talking
that-
again.
No,
No,
it's
I
true.
totally
Some
get
of
it.
them
I
are a
totally
little bit
get it.
overboard because it's a little bit much.
No, I don't think I'd play that in front of my daughter.
No,
Although she
some
did-
of it's actually gross.
one of the last episodes of The Walking Dead. She was I happened to be home that day. The big storm happened, and I didn't
Yeah.
watch it that day.
The show
And
or
so,
the-
yeah, the
the
show.
game? Okay.
And I was watching it, and there was a guy getting his guts ripped out, and all of his intestines, and another guy got his face ripped off, on the same episode.
Okay.
And she was sitting next to me on the couch, and just was on her phone, and then looked up. Lovely. And then looked down. I was like, so you're completely desensitized anyway, so it doesn't really matter much.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. It's all good.
It's like the,
Child services
the
gonna
last
So your
God of War
daughter's name is
game.
Dexter?
What?
Your daughter's name is Dexter now?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Is it probably the?
Yeah, no mind.
Oh.
Hello? Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you. So what was I saying? Mortal Kombat fatalities are gross. Do you want to start from there?
Yeah, we're just going, man. I think we have one more minute or
No, it was
something.
the last God of War game that came out.
Fine, okay.
4 more minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the ripping of the guts and the skull and the brain coming out and all that. I just thought too much. It's too far. It's
no,
just,
it is too far, and
all right.
We don't.
How
want
is
to
that
sound
different from Predator, though?
Oh,
Predator's
man.
in Mortal Kombat.
Predator. Yeah.
will be
See,
more
there you
fun.
go.
Spoilers.
World exclusive.
That was a movie, right?
That was a movie.
Okay.
Predator 2 is our favorite in the house. We're more of a
Predator
Predator 2
2
house than Predator 1 house.
That one had Danny Glover in it,
Danny
right?
Glover.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Gary
He's
Busey.
too old for this shit.
Yeah.
He was. Totally.
Wrong movie, I think.
Oh, is it? Shit, I don't know.
That's not the right
I get
movie.
my Danny Glover movies mixed up. There's so many classics.
I think we're out.
Yeah.
Is it not working?
Hello.
Hello?
Okay.
Bev. Oh.
Technology.
The Tower.
We're actually
Oh,
on
the Tower of
there.
Power.
Like the actual like
The
thing is
recording's
working.
fine. It's
That's
just the
fine.
room.
It's just the room. It's a hot room, man.
Well, we got
guys.
like 3 minutes. Do you want to take questions, room questions? We have 3
Okay.
minutes.
Sure.
If we can.
We'll do
Is
the
there anybody
wrap-up,
that
too.
has
We'll save the ball tingling story for the
other podcast
next episode.
Yeah.
You can listen to.
We'll talk about that.
You'll have to download it.
Yes.
Guys, I just got to
Hi.
say, first off, I love you guys. Wow. Your voice is really nice. You got to admit, right? You sound really good.
We paid this guy.
That's step one. Step two,
First, introduce yourself.
Yes.
See what podcast you're on, because we saw you yesterday.
I'm
Yes.
John, and I refuse to do that. No, this is all about you guys today.
Oh, God.
I
He's
just
like the
want
UN
to
of
know,
people.
how can we find you guys? Do you guys got website, Facebook, stuff like
Yeah.
that? Tell
Yes.
us everything.
All right. Well, we usually wrap up the show that way. So you can get us
Segue.
Yeah,
Segue.
well,
No,
totally.
it's
Yeah,
good.
that's a perfect segue, though. You can reach us at our podcast available. We host it on Libsyn. So if you search for Male Pattern Gaming, we'll be the first hit on Google. We're on any iTunes podcasting software. I use Podcast Republic on my Android, and our stuff gets
You have an
updated, no
Android?
problem. Yeah.
Android phone.
Android phone. No, I don't have a small wonder at my house. We also have a Facebook group called the Male Pattern Gaming Support Group, and it's a closed group, but if you ask to join, we'll add you on there, and we have discussions going there, like sometimes lead into our shows and everything, which is nice.
And we post up the new episodes on Twitter, the notifications on Twitter, and it's MPG_show
Yep.
for the Twitter.
And email is malepatterngaming@gmail.com. So that is all of the ways
We
to
should
get
get
a
some
hold of
shout
us.
outs to some other podcasts.
Totally.
Yes.
Some friends of ours, you should listen to. They're way better than this show.
Definitely.
Cold Beer and Comics, if you're into comics and
Yep.
beer. Because we also do beer tastings. I think we said that before. So these
Yes.
are like our sister podcasts where they don't talk about games, they talk about comics.
Comics
That's
and beer,
a great show.
which is great.
Actually, it is our sister podcast, legit, right?
Yeah,
That's what they
legit.
said in their last episodes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then there's PvP podcast.
Yep.
That's a local one as well.
And
Half local, half Halifax,
Local
half St.
people.
John's.
half
Yep.
local, and
And,
Sadistic Gamer podcast.
Sadistic Gamer.
Yeah.
And you should mention the stuff from last night, the panel that you were on. So
Yes.
The podcasts are on the panel last night.
Paranormal Newfoundland? Newfoundland Paranormal. Odd to Newfoundland?
Yeah.
Nailed it.
I did a podcast panel yesterday, and we met some people, and it was the Historian was another one, and
Yes, yep.
Sunday Night Geek is another one, and they're probably pretty great actually.
Sunday Night Geek are from California.
Corner Brook, yeah.
What? It was a C word. And I just feel like I instantly like them because they're from Corner Brook, and Corner Brook is great.
That's usually the opposite way it works.
Corner Brook.
Now we're gonna get a lot of people, a lot of hate. Listen, Mark, calm down.
We did pretty good at this whole episode. I guess.
And then
Not
he just
insulting anyone?
threw it out there at the end.
Thanks for coming to this. We
Yes,
really
thank you very
appreciate
much.
you being in the audience.
Yes,
it's helped
definitely.
out a lot. I want to thank the Sci-Fi and the Rock for inviting us to come do this.
Yeah, it was
we were
really
surprised that they asked us.
Yeah.
But it was really nice.
Yes.
And we had a good time.
Yeah, and it was a great convention anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been coming
Great
for a
show.
couple of years, and it's been
Yeah.
nice to actually be a part of it this time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Community.
Community, guys.
We good?
Yeah.